Minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Oh, shit. Hello, everyone. For those of you that are just tuning in, this is our very, very lovely panel, and we're waiting on a few people to come in. I already know, I feel it in my shondo that today is going to be a very spirited show. So first of all, let me welcome umpteenth time the beautiful Miss Maseko. How are you doing today, lovely?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm wonderful. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like we're going to have an exciting show today. I feel it I feel it deep down. Don't you feel it, Mr. Note? Tell me how you're feeling about tonight's show, brother.
I'm just saying, we just got a little sample of it the last show, so we know what's about to go down. You already know what's about to go down. I'm on my best behavior, though.
I'm waiting on two people to call in because I'm waiting on Earl to call in. And hopefully, Earl, if you're listening to the show, please do not call the show outside. Call from inside. The last show was crazy because we just got to talk about it. So, but I'm waiting on Kim. I'm waiting on Kim. I'm waiting on the one that was talking all this shit just 15 minutes ago, 30, 40 minutes ago. Now her ass late, but that's all right. We're going to get her ass when she get up in here.
Hey, Courtney. They on some shit already. We ain't even started.
Oh, Lord.
How you feeling, Mr. No?
Right. We just exchanged greetings right now. We ain't even got into the topic yet. Hey, Miss Courtney, how are you today, goddess?
She's on time? Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Is she on time or are we late? We might be late. She can't be on time.
No,
she can't be on time, bro.
I'm going to salute this motherfucker.
She can't be on time. We got to be late. We got to be late. It's not possible to be on time.
Gee, something in the air tonight, G. Something's in the air.
Ooh, this is about to be crucial. If Courtney on time, this show about to be crucial.
Yeah, I can feel it. And I would like to welcome to the show for the very first time. He's a part of our clique, but this is his first time on Real Talk. I got a feeling that he's going to say some very interesting things. You know, he has a way of speaking and saying some bullshit, but making it sound so good. You feel what I'm saying? She said, "Fuck me, bro." You said that shit. I just said something, bro. You know what? I'm gonna be nice today. I ain't gonna even tell her what she can put her motherfucking lips and suck it all over the fucking world and make sure.
No, don't do that, bro. Yeah, don't tell her that, bro.
Because we said we gonna be nice today.
Yeah,
I just said the nigga was on time today. But this nigga want to come out here and talk this ruthless shit. How you doing, Mr. Jerome? How are you feeling today, sir? Unmute yourself if you are muted, sir.
I just got off work.
Okay.
Yeah,
how did y'all feel about the last show, man? You know, like we're just gonna kick it off. We ain't gonna take no time. We ain't gonna bullshit. If niggas was watching last show, we don't want to sit up here and bullshit them to get into this show. All right, Seiko, we're gonna start with you, baby girl. Because you weren't on that show, but you spoke your opinions about what we were talking about. Share with us your thoughts.
What I tuned in for, y'all was... Shut up, no. Y'all was talking about trash and about folks being nasty and this and then the third. If I'm sitting up here and I'm cooking dinner, you come through, you see the trash need to be taken out. What kind of amazing Jew is you not going to take it out? I went to my storage unit today. I'm hauling big, huge totes out of the back of my truck. This dude is standing there, steady yapping his mouth, trying to holler at me. You think he offered one time? Miss Ma'am, can I get that for you? Hell no. So then when he's sitting up there, he was like, oh, well, can I see you outside of here? Can I get your number? Can I this? Can I that? Da, 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 da. So I was like, oh, sure, come on over here. So, I got in my car and, I sat there and so he's sitting outside the car and, I had the window down, and he was like, oh, yep, I drove off.
Okay. Bro, I'm gonna ask this question to my nigga. Did that answer the question that I asked her, bro? She just
You
gave
said,
me
look, I told you what I walked in on. Y'all been talking about some bullshit about taking out the trash.
Well, I'm asking the men that were on the show a question. Calm your mean ass down. I believe in women's rights.
You got wine in that glass.
Yeah, she got something in that motherfucker. She already ready for the night. You can tell. You can look at her face. I'm waiting for the two culprits to call the show, bro. The ones that was going and talking. So do me a favor. Can you do me a favor, Big Note?
What's that, G?
Can you tag Kim and can you tag?
Well, I'm on my phone. Yeah, I ain't gonna be able to do that because I'm on my phone.
All right, I got you. So, Mr. Light.
Let's see if I can pull my up.
About her response.
About what? Now, my response to anything is,
girl, I'm gonna need you to get your ass on the show. This biggest nigga up four of them.
We can hear you japping while he's trying to respond to us.
This nigga got on the phone and called.
And called this nigga got gangster and didn't even mute the phone. He didn't even mute himself to get gangster. All right, come on, dog. Talk to me. I'm about to hit this nigga up. This nigga better.
It was funny that old dude was trying to talk to you and didn't even offer. Like that most of all was like, it should have been part of the game of him helping show you that he can do that, then ask for your number. See, that shit was just stupid. Like I don't even have a clear response for that dumb shit. That's like what you just said. It's like No said. If I see like a girl and her stuff is already full or something, I'm gonna just take it. She ain't gotta say nothing. The only thing is I don't want nobody to make me feel like I have to do something. Let me do it if I want. Don't just be like, well, you here, take out my trash. Who you talking to? Like, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. We're not splitting bills. I don't live here. You live here. Now, if I'm interested in you enough, then okay, I will take out your trash without you having to even say anything.
Okay, I see him online, but I don't see his face yet. Maybe it's just taking him a second to link up. Okay, go ahead, continue. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, that was it. Like the roles have changed, but they are still the same in some circumstances. Just like what you said, dude should have helped you.
Right.
Like he like, if you gon' like, it's the effort sometimes for some women. It's the effort. Like if somebody just came up to you like, hey, you mind if I help you with it? And then she say, no, I'm good, but thank you anyway. Okay, then, so you already let me know that you didn't want my help, but I still would like to talk to you. So maybe I'd be like, you want to know what? No, I'm still interested in you. I still want to talk. So I'm going to still help. The only way I might not help is if you start getting like real aggressive, like your face was when we first started. Yeah, that face, I'm like, you want to know what? You don't want to be bothered. I'm going to go this way. So, like, that would have been my cue to be like, yeah, she really don't want to be fucked with. But other than that,
let him finish.
If my face says she really don't want to be fucked with, why are you still standing there yapping your mouth?
You want to know why? And this is just me. I like fucking with
Let him respond.
in general. Like, I will fuck with you just to get a smile out of you. Like, I will mess with you until you smile, and then I'll leave.
Mm-hmm.
We're
See,
gonna be there all damn day.
I'm gonna say something you might not like. I'm gonna say something you might not like. You know
What
what?
else
You
is
know
new?
why that nigga? You know why that nigga did that? You know why that nigga did that? Because there's heifers out there with no standards and no morals that would have still gave him the number, gave him the digits, and possibly gave him the pussy all in the same day. So you know what I'm saying? You can blame us to a certain extent because there are some niggas that just don't get it. But there are some niggas that do that because they've been doing it and they're accustomed to doing it because they're allowed to get away with it. So in some aspects, like y'all always want us to get on our fellow kings and tell them how they should. Y'all need to talk to some of y'all women and let them know what they should be subjecting themselves to. Don't always put it on us. Just like we got to correct ours, y'all need to correct y'all's too.
Okay.
Listen, I am raising a young queen. So you not telling me in total I have I have 5, and then I help to raise my 10 children and then some. So when you talk about raising young queens, when you talk about telling them and instructing them, you better believe. But I guarantee you, all the other children aside, had that been baby girl, first of all, he probably would have got cut. But at the very least, she'd have been like, for real, ain't no way. And just like I rolled off on him, like I said, she probably would have cut him off and then drove off. But I mean, she's no, because like you said, reach back and pull one forward. I'm pulling all my
What you
tribe.
should,
Listen, this is not how you do this.
you know what you should
I
have
am a
added in
woman
those.
of student.
You know what you should have added in that though, sis? You should have told
What's
his ass
that?
exactly why you should have told his ass exactly why the fuck you was pulling off on his dumb ass. That's lacking. You should have still told his dumb ass. No, I don't care to give you my number or any of that because nigga, you just watched me unload a whole fucking truck and couldn't assist me. Have a great day and pulled off on his ass. We're not holding motherfuckers accountable for this ignorant ass shit that they do, and that's why they keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? We got to start holding some of this ignorant shit that these motherfuckers out here doing. We got to start holding them accountable for that bullshit. Period.
I like the
I'm
fact that
with
she
you.
said that, you know what, she is teaching children that. That
Oh
is
yeah.
a good thing because a lot of people
Yes.
are not. It's like I know people right now who their relationships, they told me to like with their parents. It's like, hey, my mom don't really tell me that she loved me, or my dad never said those little things, or just the idea of like, as a parent, I don't have any kids, but I would say this, that if I did, I would want to make sure that I was raising somebody that someone would want to marry. Somebody that I knew
Yeah.
when they set out here into this world, they would help make this place better, you know, to be able to play their part, okay? And you'd be surprised. Well, no, all of us here know we've ever dated people or what have you who, because they weren't taught those things, have caused themselves more problems and other people that deal with them because of what mom and daddy or mama period didn't put in them in the first place. So they continuously out here trying to find it and whatever, and they can't figure out why they always heartbroken, or they, you know, or nobody who cared enough to tell them, hey, I hold you accountable. That accountability is a form of love. Because if I love you, I care about how you act. If I love you, I care about how you dress, how you interact. And in some instances, and I would say this is on men and women's side, some people, they don't choose you not because you weren't good enough. Sometimes they choose the other person because they know that they'll accept their shit because they know that person doesn't hold them accountable.
Ooh.
I'm gonna tell you something that we grew up in. My brother told me. He said, "Chicks like you," he said, "you make a man have to work. You make a man you make a man have to stand up and be a man. Chick like you is too much work. He said, I can go down here and I can get 3 or 4 little chicks who's just gonna do whatever. Chicks like you make do work. I ain't got time. Literally with my
a guy would have to. He has to have layers. Am I wrong? A guy to deal with you, he has to. Well, not deal with you because it makes it like you a headache or something like that. To deal with you.
She is.
Be in your life. Listen. You have to have layers to be with a woman like her. You can't just come in and just, well, look, I make this certain amount of money a year and I do this and I can get this done. Okay, that don't mean nothing to her. It's like, okay, fine. You got that. At least you ain't asking me for it. But that doesn't say, can she have a conversation with you? If she asks you, where do you see yourself in the next 5 months or 5 years, you're not sitting there looking at her like crazy. If she asks you questions, well, hey, I know that you say that you like me, but how do you feel about me? And you don't get offended by that question. Am I wrong about anything I'm saying?
Ladies, come on, Kim. This is what I've been waiting on, Kim. You brought your ass up in here.
So hold on. I'm just gonna say, I agree wholeheartedly with everything that you said. I agree wholeheartedly with everything you said, and I'm going to tell you this: I am one of those women that when a man is just like, oh, well, I can do this, I can do that, this and that. I'm going to tell you this: look at my daddy, and my daddy takes care of me very well, always has. Number one. Number two, I make my own money. I don't need yours. I have my own. So whatever. My thing is, what can you teach me? What can you add to me? What new perspective can you bring to me in my life? This ain't the place for you.
Right.
Okay, come on, Queen. Talk to me.
All right, I'm coming in on the ass end of the conversation, but what I missed?
The fucking conversation. Well, goddamn it. The show started. I would choke the fuck out your natural good throat. We having the same goddamn conversation that we was having on the last show that you was talking all of that shit about. What? Don't come to her defense. I'm talking to her.
No, see, the thing with him is he got out of
I need you to take a tranquilizer. You are a little out of pocket tonight.
No, I said
need you to tone the hell down.
I was not even talking to you. I'm talking to her. She can respond for her goddamn self.
Rush.
Okay, well let me.
You've been on the whole time.
Rush. What did you
You
tell
was
me?
on 10 on the last show. Take your damn tranquilizer.
Rush.
Let
What
me
did you tell
respond
me?
to that.
What did you tell me, Rush? You got to have tough skin, Rush. You got to have tough skin, Rush. You have to have tough skin.
My skin is tough. I didn't call the show that. Time out. Let me say what the fuck I'm about to say.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't come at nobody on no bullshit. I'm talking the same shit I talk every fucking week.
Yeah.
Now you came in here a little heated this afternoon, Miss Maseko. I'm talking the same shit that I would talk to anybody that called the show late. And I said, well, goddamn it, we talking about what the same shit we was talking about on the last show. So come on, don't do me like that. Come on, G. You know my skin is tougher than that.
I ain't trying to do you no kind of thing. I just said you need to bring it.
No, I'm not gonna bring it down, Kim. This is the question, Kim. What is your response to Eric? Because that's why they are on the show right now.
Okay, what did Eric say? Are we talking about the last segment with the trash? What? Because like I said, I came in late. I heard what Maseko was saying.
Go ahead and respond to her, Eric.
Okay. What I was talking about was, I said that when someone comes to dating her, I said that I believe that it's like this. You can't, a guy who just says, well, look, you should get with me because I make $50,000 a year. Or I got the biggest house on the hill on the sexiest side of town. I drive this car. I know these kind of people. I know all these restaurants and whatever. That doesn't impress her. What impresses her is who the man is. how he treats himself and how he treats her. His thought process. If she asked him questions like, "Hey, where do you see us going?" He's not offended by that question. If she asks questions of, "Well, hey, I want to know not only what you think of me, but how you feel about me." He's not offended by those things. Or he's able to say, talk about we instead of me, things of that nature. And he's not intimidated that she can stand on her own without him. Now, Miss Maseko, if I'm saying anything wrong, please interject and let me know. Okay, all right.
No, I have to agree with Maseko because at this stage in life, I make my own coins. I bring something to the table other than an empty hand. So, and he should have his own too. But to add to what Maseko said, I need somebody that's going to feed my soul. Because if I'm going to trust you, I need to know where you're going to lead me. I'm not going to let you lead me off a cliff. You got some people out here that's playing games, and them wolves in sheep's clothing. It's going to talk a good game, but when it's time to put up, they're not doing that. So don't come at me with the bullshit because I'm a mile away.
I got a question.
Yeah.
I want to, because I hear a lot of women from time to time have issues with the word submission. Now, no. Listen to what I'm saying. Like you're saying that you want someone to teach you something. You want to, as Kelly Price says, you need a healing for your soul and all that. But are you willing to listen to what you're saying that you want? Because I feel like sometimes that when a man says you're not listening to me, that sounds like it's taking that I want you to submit to me. No, I just want you to listen so that you can understand what I'm saying.
That's the key to the whole thing.
But you understand what I'm saying? That's why I was asking.
At the same time, if I'm allowing him to lead me, I'm listening. Okay. I'm following his lead.
Now, do you have a problem with a man being able to say, okay, you want me to lead, and I have no problem leading. But if you see something in that, if I'm saying, hey, let's go right, and you say, okay, baby, you say let's go right, but hey, left might be better because of this, that, and other. Is there something wrong with that? I mean, I know for me as a guy, I'm not offended that if I get lost and you know a better way to get to where we need to go, my manhood is not affected by that. Because I'm just saying, if I'm leading, that doesn't mean that what you say don't count. In fact, I feel like your best leader is good because of his or her supporting cast.
Yeah, if he's able to listen to my perspective and my suggestions in this situation and weigh it out and look at it from all sides and not just his side, then yeah. Okay. Maybe let's try it this way, or let's look at it this way.
Okay.
It's not about one-sided situation. It's my way or the highway. When we start that it's my way or the highway type of stuff, now it's becoming selfish to me.
Right.
So, and he would want me to do that to him, so I would expect him not to do it to me.
Exactly. I want to give you just a Wakanda hug.
Y'all done got all somber on me in here.
Look at Rush just sitting up there looking like Freddie Jackson up there about to sing "You Are My Lady."
No, You Are My Lady. I want to go back to this track.
No, I pissed little brother off, so
everything I need.
Y'all niggas
this
crazy.
little brother off, and I own that. I do own that. I do.
You didn't piss him off. I was cuss him out.
I'm gonna need you to. I feel like cuss him out tonight. I just needed him to calm down a little bit so everybody else could understand what was going on.
See, then and see, like when I ain't saying shit to y'all
just didn't
ass,
like
y'all
me
make me get ready. Y'all make me. You see what I'm saying? Y'all make a nigga get ready to say some more shit to y'all ass because I ain't said a fucking word, and y'all brought the shit right back up. Yeah.
You knew I wasn't gonna let the rest talk to me. But anyway, I wanted to address the wrong. Ain't that his name down there? Drive? Shut up.
What you say? No. What you say? No.
Bro, we can't hear you.
Who trying to address me?
It was me, the queen.
All right.
I wanted to talk about that trash thing you were talking about earlier.
Okay.
And you was talking about she can take the trash out.
Yeah.
And I said, if a man in my house, I ain't taking no trash out.
Okay. Now, and I understand that, but this is the thing. I have 3 daughters. Okay. This is the oldest. And like I said, me and her brother were moving furniture and putting stuff up. She said the garbage was full. Take it out. If your little sister can say, "Hey, Dad, can I take the trash? You mind if I? Do you need me to take the trash out?" No, because the trash is too heavy for you. And then the older sister comes by a few minutes later, and I tell you, "Go ahead, take the trash out." I see no problem with it. Like it's not like I put it like this: if it was throw up or different kind of disgusting stuff, air or it was leaking, no, don't touch it. Because I know it's like she kind of germaphobe anyway, so I'd be iffy with that. But if it's mostly tissue or like let's say empty cartons or something, you should have no problem taking it to the trash. Especially if the trash cans is in the gate. You have less. If you tie that thing up and you go downstairs, which is like 7 steps, you literally go 20 feet to the garbage can, put it in, and come back inside. I find it should be no problem with that.
Okay. That's for your house.
But that's the thing though, like that should be like if you're like you said, it's a 50-50 thing. I don't know if you were saying like if somebody washes or somebody should clean. So if I sweep the whole house and put it in the trash, when the equivalent that you're saying is you should be able to take it out.
So I should also be able to get the snow off my car and shovel the driveway too, right?
Say that again?
I should also be able to get the snow off my car and shovel the driveway.
Why wouldn't you be able?
I didn't say I wasn't able. I'm asking you I should be able to.
Yeah.
Or I should.
Now I can offer, like, let's say you wake up and I do it. I just did it.
Okay.
So that's like if I'm like, let's say I do that for you, right? Get your stuff off. Let's just say I don't even need you to sweep. I just go up there like, hey, babe, you mind just sweeping that, getting that snow off my car for me? I already shoveled. It's a clear path. You just mind getting the snow off for me? Would you tell me no?
Yeah. You was already outside. Why did you put it out both cars? Because I'm in the house making your lunch and your breakfast, whatever else I'm doing. Cooking and cleaning. I think we lost him.
He said, "Say that again."
I said, no, I'm not cleaning off his car. He was already outside. He could have cleaned it himself while he was out there. I'm in the house making lunch, breakfast, dinner, whatever, cooking and cleaning.
Big Note, talk to me.
fellas. Okay.
I can't hear no.
Right, I can't hear nothing.
He said, I hear him. He said he's out there. He's shoveling your car. He's cleaning your shit up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I want to relay your message because they said they can't hear you. So I'm going to piece it together. He said if he's outside shoveling the snow, doing all the other shit, like, you know, cleaning off the cars and all this shit, and you're in the house and the fucking garbage truck is coming, you just going to leave the garbage sitting in the house because you expect the man to take it out? Is that pretty much what you're saying in a nutshell, bro? Okay. He said that's what he's saying. So, Kim, respond.
No, I ain't gonna leave it in there because I want the trash out too. See, I didn't say that I couldn't take the trash out. Don't get that twisted. What I'm saying
You do your part.
if you sitting in this house with me and I could be doing whatever, and you keep tiptoeing past this trash.
Hold on, she can't hear you, bro. So y'all talking at the same time, so it's a disconnection. Go ahead, go to say, Kim.
I'm saying if you're in the house with me and I'm doing whatever, laundry, whatever I might be doing, and you sitting in there watching the game, whatever the case may be, and this trash running over, or you keep tiptoeing past it like you don't see it, and then you turn around and look at me and say, "Hey, can you take the trash out?" I'm gonna cuss you smooth out.
Mm-hmm. As you should.
Because you see it. Take it out. Now, if I'm doing everything else, I'm not touching it. Now, on that occasion, the note we're talking about, the outside dealing with the cars or whatever, and I see the trash man coming, oh yeah, I'm gonna run it on out there. I don't have a problem with that.
Okay, I'm looking at Lycan's face. I'm looking at Lycan's face. Lycan looks like he has something going through his mind.
No,
right.
I got cut off when I asked her about the getting the snow off the car thing.
Okay, ask your question again. Let's bring it back.
I think it was like if I already settled the driveway and I asked you to get the snow off my car, would you?
No, you already out there. I'm in the house. I'm not coming over this trouble. No.
No, I'm saying no.
If I'm out there fumbling around,
like if I make a path, and let's say I get the snow off. Let's just say that I go back in, and let's say I'll be like, you know, you mind going outside and getting that snow off my car so I can leave or go to work. You gonna tell me no?
Yeah, you already cold. You're going right back up there.
Wow.
You're gonna be taking the trash out person.
Wow. Okay, well, check this out. We're about to get to our next clip. And we're about to talk about men being 40 and older. And we're just going, I'm going to start with the first clip. Let's just go like this. Well, no, I got to get used to this.
Old men ain't nothing to play with in the bedroom. And I'm going to tell you that now. See, while you think he eating the cat for you, oh, no, ma'am. Oh, you thought this was about you? You poor baby. No, this is about him. Because Mr. Earl knows as long as you going back to back to back to back, soul leaving your body and re-entering, you falling back on the couch, running, putting your foot on his forehead, pushing off the bed, damn near about to fall off the bed. Yeah, he's sitting there happy as he can be, because guess what? Now you're not going to care about the 5 minutes of strokes that he done gave you, because he done gave you 2 hours of pleasure, baby. You ain't going to care about them 5 minutes, because you done died 6 times on the emergency room table. You not ready. My old man had me ready to propose to him, have a baby, and some more stuff. This man dang near 50. I'm ready to settle down. Shoot, had me in the bed like, don't do me like that. Had me cry.
Miss Maseko, talk to me. What do you feel about that? First of all, what is your perspective about the video? What is your thought process? What did you gather from watching it? Let's start there.
Well, she's right, but I'm not okay. I'm not getting. Well, we ain't Gary had no more damn babies. I don't give a shit. But I mean, it is what it is. If he's putting it down like that, hey, boo. I'll let a sister. I'm just saying. As long as he don't mind getting flogged and tied up, I'm cool.
As long as he who?
That's another conversation. I'm not even about to do that shit. Mr.
What
Eric.
What you say?
Nothing. Mr. Eric, let's go.
I had no problem with the video. I mean, she talking from her perspective. I mean, but I lost my virginity when I was 19, so it's pretty much I like what I like, but I'm open to enjoying more. So it's kind of like at this point in my life, I want to enjoy sex in every damn way possible. And but I understand that you have to have connection with somebody. That's what's important to me. You got to be able to have some type of connection that just naturally flows. And with that, I feel like this, you just enjoy it. You know, like she said, it is what it is.
Ms. Kim.
It ain't like you to be speechless, Queen. Come on now, sister.
No, I'm not speechless because she said, and I'm assuming that she was referencing to the tongue versus the fellowship, the phallic. Okay.
No, she said what a nigga would do when he's 40, he'll do a whole bunch of other shit to your ass for 2 hours, and then you been came so motherfucking much that it ain't gonna even matter about them 5 minutes that we gonna get your ass, because you gonna be satisfied at the end of the day. That's what the fuck he said, like in a nutshell.
See, some people don't come certain ways. You got to know your body, and if you don't know my body, then you're gonna have to put in some work. So I might want to be pounded that day, and 2-3 minutes, 5 minutes of whatever she's talking about, I ain't gonna get it.
Right.
And if that is all you got to give me, our relationship ain't gonna last long.
Mr. Lycan, talk to me.
Well, sometimes, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, just like she just said. But then, sometimes, like what, I forgot what comedian said it. Sometimes you want to microwave, sometimes you want to oven. Sometimes we ain't got to we don't want to spend all that time, doing all that shit. That's like sometimes women don't want to be like, oh my God, get the fuck off of me. Move. Like I ain't heard women say, sometimes I just want some head so he can go. Like that's how it is sometimes. Like sometimes you just be like, hey, let me just go ahead and lick this. Because sometimes as hard as it is to believe, sometimes guys don't want to have sex. But we're looked so down upon if we do it that we be like, all right, let's just get it over with.
Right.
So we might just go ahead and be like, all right, let me just go ahead and eat it, let her bust all over my face, make my face look like a Krispy Kreme donut, and just go ahead and stick it in right quick so I can go about my goddamn business. Yeah, damn it. Sometimes Like, man, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I'm fake busting the nuts sometimes just so I can leave. Leave me alone.
Boy, that's a whole conversation.
Whole conversation right there, bro.
Don't pity fuck me. No, don't do that.
Huh?
No pity fucking. You don't want
Hey, listen. Sometimes you just gotta pity fuck.
No,
this is younger.
If you don't want to do it, say that. I'll go pick up my toy, handle it, and be done with it.
This is okay. This is then. Now I won't do it. But back in the day, everybody had a pity fuck. Ain't nobody on this panel say they ain't got at least one pity fuck under their belt.
I don't pity fuck. It's got to be a connection for me. You gonna want it.
Okay. All right.
You don't
want said okay. You said okay.
I'm gonna feel
the nigga said okay.
I'm gonna feel the vibe. So it's all that.
I understand. You're gonna feel the vibe. You got 2 batteries in it and you're gonna feel it all day. But you can't tell me you ain't just be like, all right, now you can leave, then finish yourself off.
No.
As long as you've been fucked.
No, I ain't got to do all that. If I got to do it myself, I don't need you.
Okay.
I ain't gonna waste my time. If you somebody who I feel like I have to finish it off, what do I even need to invite you over for?
I don't know. Maybe you ain't know he was like that when you started.
Some people just jump into shit, not trying to figure out what's going on. I ain't finna do that. I take my time.
I ain't gonna lie. When I saw this video, I immediately thought about Big Note.
3 minutes. See, he tell him out the gate. 3 minutes.
I'm gonna get to Note last.
So I'm gonna tell y'all a conversation.
I think you on Facebook, like it's not even showing your face, bro. I see you in our program, but I don't see your face. Yeah, and they say they saying they can't hear you. So call back in via the computer, bro. I think that'd be best. All right, Mr. Eric, talk to me.
You know what? I think it goes back to our conversation, fellas, that we had just recently. Good dick wins the day. Good dick wins the day. But I think that sometimes we as guys forget, though, there's another part to that. If that woman ain't really feeling you, good dick don't mean that your dick is the biggest in the world or whatever. If she's feeling you, she's enjoying the way that you're pleasing her with the dick you got. And sometimes we put more pressure on ourselves because we have a standard in our mind because of the records we grew up with. You know, we think, well, unless we only gonna be able to please this woman if we got a 12-inch dick. And we also, and then we, as we get older, we hear about women that's really real about it and say they had that 12 inches, but the dude didn't know what the hell to do with it. Or he thought because he had that certain size, he felt like he could do whatever. Also, sometimes that we all forget that sex is here. This is the strongest sexual organ, period. I will always say this. I know people can look at Biggie Smalls and Faith and be able to say, how he get her? Well, it's because of money. No, that helped. But if you actually ask Faith in different interviews, she said it was his charm. It was the way he talked, the way he just was as a person. So it's the same thing with this. You have to be connected to that woman that you having sex with. I can give you a prime example. I know a woman that I'm no longer with. She having sex with another guy. Looked at my Facebook page recently. Saw that she thought I was cheating. She thought I was flirting with some girl, and actually got in her feelings about it. That's what I'm saying. Good dick wins the day. She could be, or she could be with somebody else, screwing somebody else. But if you really made her feel a certain way, and she see you with somebody else, she gonna feel something, and vice versa. Good pussy
Okay.
wins at the end of the day. She can be
Okay.
crazy. She can be sitting there like that. I go, it's the same thing.
But let me ask you this question, bro.
Banana cream pie.
Exactly.
This is my question to the entire panel. Is there a difference between a motherfucker that's pussy whooped or as you refer to it, getting good dick, and just having somebody that's fucking nuts with good pussy or
Yes.
good dick?
Yes.
Like, so at some point you got to be able to determine the difference between the two.
But it depends on your state of mind at the time.
Oh shit!
Yes.
That's
If you
true.
like in this mindset of, hey, I ain't looking for a relationship, they ain't looking for a relationship, and I just want to be free. You only living in the moment. You're not thinking of the possible consequence, because two people that ain't looking for something, if the sex is good at some point in time, even if the sex ain't good, somebody gonna have a point where they gonna want something more. And if I just got out of something toxic and I ain't healed, and then I start screwing, I'm fucking around with somebody, that situation that I'm in is only gonna turn into stuff I'm saying I'm trying to get away from. Okay, but that's a whole nother conversation of us, getting to know you and fixing you and getting yourself together. Okay, but yes, you can be the movie like Fatal Attraction or Thin Line Between Love and Hate, that shows that.
Big Note,
A
what you
lot of
think
us
about?
done met somebody in our life where we done put the flip flops on their ass, and then all of a sudden they said they weren't looking for something. Then all of a sudden you put the flip flops on them, and now it's like, well, now I got to want to be with you, and why are you looking at him or you looking at her? And you my woman, and every night I got to fight to prove my love, and you like, wait a minute, you didn't want nothing.
Looking for you in the daytime with a
Right.
flashlight, bruh.
Right, you sitting around there walking around like this, like stuff like that.
Big Note,
But
what you
yes,
think
I
about?
would say the rush is right.
Big Note, talk to me. Big Note,
Where we
Big
at? I
nose
mean,
mouth is
y'all
busy.
start a new subject.
we ran that first clip, the one about the shorty that was talking about like this. I played it for you earlier when she was like, I want that dick, like that nigga fucking me right. It's a whole different story.
The old man
look for that nigga in the
I got to,
yeah.
I got to
Talk
talk
to
about her. Her, because I'm telling y'all asses. I keep trying to tell y'all asses. Don't get it fucking twisted. Y'all be so into hearing me about the 3 minutes, so stuck on the 3 minutes. Right here, it's 3 minutes. Keep on playing and watch what I keep telling not niggas out around this long time to be fighting and tussling with a motherfucker, banging you upside your motherfucking okay, keep playing.
Okay.
I'm not no little nigga. When I bring it, I bring it.
Hold on. I'm about to come to number 2, bro. I'm about to play the second clip. Like, see, Big Note be fucking with me before the show while everybody was fussing at me early. But Big Notes, you know what I'm about to play, right? Here you go.
Yeah.
See, for this reason and for this reason only will I only date a 40-plus man. I woke up sick this morning. I called my little young friend that's around my age in his 30s, and I'm talking to him, and I'm like, hey, I'm not feeling well. I don't know what's going on with me. He gonna tell me, oh, well, I hate to hear that. I hope you feel better. Same instance, my old head called, hey, baby, how you doing? Oh, you sound like you don't feel well. I ain't even had to tell him. He could hear it in my voice. He paying attention. Now, he done came through. He done bought me all 5 food groups. I got meat, veggies, juice, soup, NyQuil, Dayquil, Benadryl, ibuprofen, and a hottie toddy. Oh, I'm feeling better. Young, get you an old head. He know how to treat you. Now, granted, I have to pay that back later, but y'all get it. It's worth it. Shit.
It's
Now
damn sure worth it, boo.
Now it's worth it. Look. Now we worth it, bro. Now it's worth it because it's the same
It's
shit.
damn sure worth it, boo.
Okay, now explain is damn sure worth it, boo.
Listen,
Yeah.
I don't even like young niggas. I ain't gonna lie to you. I am creeping up on 50. If you ain't 40 plus, I ain't got shit for you. That's just real. I ain't gonna lie about it. If you, like I said, but basically, if you're not 40 plus, we can't even. We're not even on the same mindset. Like, I can't vibe with you because I'm like, you talking about some shit that's not even relevant to me. Like, what? Stop talking. But at the same time, that same energy, the same thing that she's talking about. If a dude, one of my male friends calls me, whether we get down or not, if he calls me, he's like, "Oh, I don't feel good." I'm like, "Okay, what you got going on?" He's like, "I got this, and this." I'm like, "Okay, well, you might have this going on, but let me tell you what I'm gonna do. Let me drop you off this care package. I'm gonna drop it at your front door because whatever you got, I don't need because I don't need to take it back to nobody else. But whatever you got, so like when COVID was going on, like real strong, honey, I was delivering care packages to those who mattered. Okay, but at the same time, when I was just like, because I suffer from migraines and I have a chronic illness. So when I'm down, I am down. There are those who are just like, hey, you don't sound good. You all right? Or I saw you on the show tonight. You was looking a little funny. You good? Be like, yeah, no, I'm not feeling so good, or whatever. They'll be like, okay, well, look, I'm check your porch, or tell me where you at, or let me cash app you this, so I can make sure that you good. I have people who sit up there and be like, oh, I know you got your show on Sundays. Let me drop you off a bottle so you have something to sip on while you on the air. That's 40 plus. Young dudes is like, oh, so you gonna holler at me after your show? We gonna get to thank you. We gonna get together after your show? Hell no, because by the time the show is over, I'm ready to go to bed. I got to get up the next morning. I ain't got time to be fucking with y'all.
Yep. I got this all time. Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah. So yeah, that 40 plus. He's like, oh yeah, I know you on the clock at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. So let me go ahead and make sure you right before the show is even over, before your show even airs. Make sure you got what you need before you even get on the air. I'm watching you while you on the show. You's looking a little funny. Let me make sure you got some food. Let me make sure you. So like that night, last week before last, I was sitting there eating that salad. Somebody saw me on the air and they was like, you don't look right. Sent me a salad. DoorDash me a salad with all the stuff on it that I like.
Talk to me,
I
Kim.
wasn't looking right on the air.
Talk to me, Kim.
Who'd you say to talk to you?
Yeah, she got herself muted or something. She over there having a conversation all about her.
Oh, I'm sorry. I caught myself.
We hear the replay. You got the volume.
Is that me?
Yeah, that's you, baby. And we still here. Yep. Cut down. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna mute you for a second.
Woo!
That shit is.
Somebody didn't turn that shit down.
That's yeah. Okay. So, no, that's liking. That might be liking. That's liking. Cut the volume down, bro. Why you have the sound up on nothing?
Okay, so can I just ask why you chose the name over where you were?
Hold on, I want to make sure that we got the volume down so we can volume down. Liking, you still got the volume up. I just had to mute him for a second. Make sure that you have the volume down. Make sure that you're not listening to any devices that will be playing the volume back because it gives us an echo and it's crazy. We can't. Let me see. Are we straight yet? Okay. Nope. We still jacked up. All right, come on, talk to me, Kim.
No, what I was saying.
Ooh.
Okay. What I was saying was it's a difference between a young guy and an old cat. When we notice that you care and concerned about us, it's going to show in your actions. And like she was saying, the older guys have learned to appreciate what they have. Younger guys, they just okay for the moment. You know, I can deal with her. We're gonna do whatever. But an older man is gonna see the worth in that woman, because if he's down and he's sick, she's coming through. Baby, you sick, you this, I gotta get you back 100.
Absolutely.
Whereas a young cat, yeah, we might do the same thing for him, but when it's time to turn that around and give it back to us, oh shit, he in the streets, he ain't thinking about us. He on to the next. So, you know, she was speaking she was speaking truth about that. You know, that now the young cat is just for fun. He's just for fun. There's no longevity in that. You might get lucky, catch a mature one, but for the most part, they're just for fun.
Mr. Eric, talk to me, brother.
Well, I would agree with the ladies with what they're saying. I would say this, that yeah, age is one thing, but I always say that age doesn't guarantee maturity. It doesn't mean you still got to have a communication with that person, see what their mindset is, because you could have somebody who you think should know better because y'all the same age. They can be 3 months older than you, or 6 months older than you, and you can talk to them and you'll be like, my God, you sound like you 10 years old, younger than me, as far as like mentality, okay? And that can be a problem, you know. But if you ever be able to find it right, and you all are able to sync and whatever, I think that can be some bomb ass shit.
All right, talk to me, Big No. Talk that shit, bro.
He ain't
Big
gonna
No.
talk no shit.
Man,
He
listen.
ain't gonna talk no shit.
Hey, who ain't? I'm about to tell you like this. I keep trying.
What you gonna tell me now?
We do. We ain't doing nothing but getting in that head. Mind fucking first. Mind fucking first. How did we get ready to get to that motherfucker? Love it. We done made you again.
Oh my God, I hate when No go on the fucking
That's
road.
all it's about.
I hate when he go on the road. His sound be all fucked up. Every time he go on the road, every time I see him on the road, I'll be like, wow.
Oh,
just call in.
All the way fucked up, and then
just
Wi-Fi,
call in.
and then the Wi-Fi don't be. No, because I got a new computer. No, do not call in, bro. Do not call in because I got a new computer, so I got to set everything up on the new computer.
Oh, yeah.
Trust me. Hold on, I might be able to. Hold on, let me check it out.
You slacking.
I'm gonna choke the fuck out of everybody fucking with me tonight. Here we go.
You find out your boyfriend texting another female, but he don't know, you know? I bet he gon' think twice next time.
Babe, you ready for me to wash your hair? And condition it?
Shampooing it first, so it don't seem suspicious. Lemma put a glove on. I don't want this shit on my hand. Ew, this shit stink.
Cold as fuck. Oh my God. Dude, that's so cold.
Let it sit for like 3 minutes. OMFG, it's really working.
Okay, y'all. So when he found out what I had did to his head, he left, and I haven't seen him since. And today I got this picture. So he wound up having to get his head shaved, and I feel so bad, y'all. Like, I really feel bad about it. Like, I really, really do. But he don't want to talk to me or nothing. Can y'all please go to his page? Y'all plead with me. Go tell him I'm sorry. Tell him I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say except I'm sorry. I really felt like when it started, his head started coming out, I felt like I went too far. But now I really feel like I went too far. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Y'all go tell him I'm sorry, please. Help me. Come on, babe. I'm sorry.
My fault. No, it's open now. You can actually hit the phone line now, bro. If you want to try to call it to the phone. Man, I want to start with the nigga with the hair. You know,
Don't start with the nigga with the hair. I think that was. I hate to. You wanna know what? I hate to even say this. I really do. But a woman scorn, like that. Like, I've seen worse. I'm probably anybody in this panel probably seen worse. Like, I've seen people get their car burned and everything else. And then the saying goes, don't do short-term reaction for long time result. Like, you over here saying he left and he's not talking to you. Now you sorry. Nah. Now you want everybody to hit him up because you sorry. Nah.
No.
You knew it was only 2 reactions he was gonna have. He was gonna No, it was 3 reactions. He was gonna cry about it, fuck you up, or leave. That was the only 3 reactions you was gonna get. It wasn't no, oh babe, I deserve it. Different shit. Nah, it wasn't. Especially how long it took. He looked like he had long hair.
Yeah, he grew that
like
shit.
This was 6 years. You think I'm not gonna talk to you no more. He probably left to avoid jail time.
Big note, what you say about that, bro?
I didn't even, but it sounds like some bullshit because Jerome cutting his hair, and I ain't about to. So it sounds like some bullshit. I don't know what happened.
I'm gonna tell you what happened. I'm gonna give you a rundown on what happened.
Jerome ain't trying to cut nobody hair.
It was a woman that did a clip, and she found out her nigga had cheated on her. So what she did was put some hair removal shit in his shampoo and shampooed his hair and recorded it on live and was taking locks out of his shit. And then the next clip was saying, she was sitting there talking about, I'm so sorry, y'all. Can y'all help me get back with him? I'm, like, I was just mad, like, yeah, come on, talk to me, Big Note.
Hey man, listen, man. I'm gonna say this. Part of me, I can't be mad at her. Like, you know what I'm saying? But at the end, you did what you did. Now you gotta live with your consequences. If that hair meant that much to that man, and he decided that even though he cheated, that what you did was just a little too excessive for him, and he can't get back, you gotta accept it. You gotta accept it.
Now I'm gonna present this in a different conversation. We all know the great singer Al Green, right?
Hot grits.
Do we know the story of the hot grits? Yeah,
Yep.
That's where I'm going. Now,
Yes, Lord.
She didn't cut his hair, but this bitch came into the hotel because she thought he was fucking somebody and threw hot grits on this motherfucker. Like, if you really look at Al Green's face, Al Green has, like, you can see the pigmentation difference in his face. So, I'm asking this question on this level. Can a motherfucker fuck your face up?
Let me tell you something.
Well, I'm going back to No, because No just said, I can agree with a motherfucker cutting the nigga's hair off. Now let's just say she goes to another extreme. She says, fuck it, I'm about to post my grits on your ass, on your chest, or whatever. Now, how do you feel about that, No?
Hey, I can't make this shit up, man. I really can't. So look, one of my niggas back in the day, exact scenario. She caught this nigga cheating. So they at the crib chilling. He laying on the floor. He laying on his watching TV. What she now mind you, a couple days later, they still beefing, but you know, she walks in, steps over, and goes in the pot's right. Water boiling. He hear the water go in the pot. This nigga talking about she getting ready to cook. Yeah, she getting ready to cook your ass. Birthing all. Hey man, listen, you my brother, but understand this: when you play with fire, goddammit, you will get burnt. It's just no fun, no pun intended. But goddamn, you can't just do shit to people. You can't just, bro, and then think that if however they retaliate, how they retaliate, you have to deal with that. But you with the consequences like that your actions caused that regardless. You have to deal with that.
But
so would it make the situation different for me?
Hold on. I'm gonna interject this time.
Okay.
I've been quiet for a minute. So baby girl's daddy, he was cheating. His auntie knew about it. And then he called himself, now mind you, I am very, very pregnant with this child. He called himself going to grab me and start trying to shake the hell out of me because he was mad that I found out that he was cheating. His auntie took me into the kitchen. This is his auntie that done damn near raised him. Took me into the kitchen. She said, baby, we're going to cook. And I'm like, no, auntie, I can cook. I'm just not in the mood to cook. And she was like, no, I'm about to got to cook a special dish. I went in there in those big slave pots, those big, the real tall pots. She went in there, we put on a big old pot of water. And I'm like, are we ready to cook? I'm thinking we about to cook some greens, some something. She pulled out some old school grits, like the old steel cut grits. She poured them off in the pot. She said, keep this pot going, baby. Okay, auntie. I'm sitting there stirring. His daddy walked in. He was like, ooh, shit. He ran out the back door. This fool, because he just thought, he was just so smooth and wasn't nobody ever going to catch him on his stuff. He comes strolling up in there. He pushed my shoulder talking about what you got an attitude about. And right about the time that I reacted to him pushing my shoulder, he realized what it was that I was stirring on that pot. I ain't see that nigga for 12 hours. And he said, and he admits it now, he said, had you got me, I'd have deserved it.
Okay. This is my question once again. I can understand having a reason for what you do. Because guess what? Everybody that goes to court, they have a defense of why they did what they did. You feel what I mean? And some niggas they get locked up, and some niggas actually get off. Now, if the conversation of what we're talking about right now went to court, nobody would be winning this fucking conversation up, regardless of what the fuck. Whoa, wait a minute, let me finish now, because I want to bring Kim in. regardless of the situation, if a nigga just slept with somebody else. Whoa. Let me finish. See, I'm watching.
But I didn't finish, so I'm gonna let you finish.
I'm about to ask this question. Does the law allow for you to cause physical harm to someone because they have mistreated you in a relationship? That's my question.
When
Yeah.
you are pregnant, it is called temporary insanity. And yes, they do. I fucked him up. I fucked his car up. I got off on temporary insanity. Thank you very much.
And
Okay.
it's also called crime of passion.
Yep, that's the other part.
Come on, talk to me. I see Jerome up there. Jerome feeling some way because he's feeling his head going about a second.
No, I'm not. I actually agree with the women. There is a thing because men and women have actually got off on this. Like, especially like if it's a let's say it's a trail of paperwork, like saying either she abused him or he abused her, and after I think like after a certain while, if you reporting it and if nothing done, you can actually like your retaliation can actually be you can actually be deemed not guilty by, like I said, temporary insanity or crime of passion.
I
Or
can
some
agree.
things like it could be self-defense.
I can agree with this. I can agree with a self-defense charge. I can agree with multiple cases of a nigga fucking with you and you snap out. I'm talking about, let's just say, first time. And you wake up in the morning, bro, and them locks is gone.
Shit, sometimes you can just snap. Shit, fuck, it's cases on that too where you just snap.
So
Like
would you stay with the person?
Hell no, I'm not saying that because I know my mental capacity, and that's like I'll put it like this. That's like a fight now. Like everybody in here know, fights today are not just fights. If you fight somebody and you beat them up, it's either they finna come back with you with a whole bunch of people, or you're finna get shot. There's no fighting anymore. So now, even with a hot head, you have to be level-headed and think about consequences.
True.
So, will I stay? Nah. But will I? I ain't gonna lie. I will probably smack her in the face with my hair that she cut off and run.
All right, Kim, talk to me. Talk to me.
When I saw this video, I laughed so hard because that was an impulse reaction. Yes, he was wrong for texting or talking or whatever he wanted. And her reaction to that, she didn't think it through. And then the result, she wasn't counting on. She wasn't trying to leave him. She didn't want to break up with him, none of that. But then because of her action, or her reaction to what he did, cost her relationship. Now she out here begging for him to come back. And I was like, you didn't think that through. So I see that happen a lot where people do things and then all of a sudden, oh wow, after the fact you feeling some type of way, you feeling guilty about it. It's too late. He made his choice. And he may have been looking for an out, a reason to get away from her because she may have done something else crazy down the line. But you got to think about what you do. Yes, he was wrong for cheating. Yes, that was whatever he was doing, he was wrong for that. But she could have, if she meant something to him, she could have got that resolved real easy. And all she had to do was stop talking to him for about a week or two. Make him suffer a little bit. She didn't have to do that man hair like that.
Either that or hit the girl up. Hit the girl up he was cheating on her with. Because sometimes be out here lying, be like, I'm not even in a relationship.
Yeah, I mean, it can be that.
Yeah, but at that point, it don't matter. His shit gone, bro. His shit gone.
Get a wig. I seen them dude get the wig implants. The little wigs that be out there.
I ain't fucking with you. Come on, Eric. Talk to me.
I got a different perspective on this. One, her reaction to this just wasn't just an out of the blue thing. This was a lead up of stuff he had already been doing. Okay. And that's where I put the focus back on her too, because you have to realize that when sometimes your reaction, usually when a lot of people get to that point, they have already been exhausted, or they done had their limit and didn't know that they were at their limit, and they snapped. Okay.
Could it be? That's a question though. This
Yeah.
is the only dispute that I have with what you said. You said looking at that video, you could tell that they've been through that for a while.
Yeah.
What if she was a person that had been through that shit with somebody else and they just fucking hooked up?
And
we
that's
don't know.
another thing.
And see, they're young, like bro, like this is this.
And
this
that
is
goes back to even more so
Let me
what I'm
say this.
saying.
Let me say this. When you're young, relationship lineage is not what we look at when we 40.
Yeah.
You don't look at shit and be like, I was with her, for 3 months. Like 3 months seemed like an eternity in 18, 19, 20.
Right.
But at 40, it's a different story. So I'm looking at the age bracket. I don't think that they were together, and I may be wrong, but I don't want to make the assumption that she had been doing she was so used to him doing something, because we don't know that.
Right.
All we do know is he cheated, or she thought he cheated, because guess what? At this point, we don't even know if he cheated.
Right.
Like you just said, like somebody just said, what if somebody was just saying some shit? What if she just wanted to fuck with that nigga?
Right. But what I'm saying is that
what if she wanted to be was to put some fucking
her video that she did after that is what made me think furthermore about what I'm saying. Is that she knows she's wrong, so therefore it could be that somebody else had did that. But that's what I'm talking about as far as like healing. And when you don't heal, you go on and think you carry that BS to everybody else that you've been with. And somebody could, if she's probably in another state of mind, she might say, okay, I recognize this shit. I'm just going to walk off from you. But at that point, that took her back to somewhere that she had been hurt before. And now he got what Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike did to her. Okay? I'm not saying that it's right either way. I'm just saying that when you down to just having responsibility for yourself, for what you do and how you can't control what somebody else can do, but you can control how you react to it. That's what I'm saying. And you ain't got to be 45 to understand that.
Big note. I got something for you, Big. You with me?
I'm not into touching, okay? I'm not. Let me put that out front. I'm no touching, no touching.
No touching. I won't touch you.
I was pretty. 7, 8, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then maybe let's look at the gentleman. Gentlemen, you guys can acknowledge us. Ooh, who is this? Cool.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't do this. I'm sorry. I'm a man of God. I can't do this.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I love those people. I pray for them.
Now listen. I'm gonna play it again. He was on the show. Give him a little background. He was on the show. He did not know what they were going to bring on the show. They brought out a bunch of transgenders.
I thought they were drag queens.
Well, transgenders, drag queens, whatever. I may have wrong terminology, but we understand that there's a different background and lifestyle than what he was used to. Then the clip ends with him saying, "Yo, I'm in the church." So, do you have a different view of him saying, like, I don't fuck with it, just to say I don't fuck with it? Or do you look at it differently because he says I have a position and I stand by the position?
Mm-hmm.
Now you can tell when they brought him out, he didn't know what the fuck was going on. Watch.
I'm not into touching, okay? I'm not. Let me put that out front. I'm no touching, no touching.
No touching. I won't touch you.
I was pretty. 7, 8, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then maybe let's look at the gentleman. Gentlemen, you guys can acknowledge us. Ooh, who is this? Cool.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't do this. I'm sorry. I'm a man of God. I can't do this.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I love those people. I pray for them.
I got a 6 here. Like the shit that cracked me up when he was like, "Oh no," and then the Chinese guy said, "Oh my god."
Well, no,
Like, that nigga is so funny to me. Like, so this is my question. I'm gonna start with the big note. What do you feel about that position? Do you feel that he was wrong? Big note. Are you muted?
I mean, to be honest,
Okay.
man. Yo.
I hear you. I hear you now. I hear you now. Yeah, we hear you now. We hear you.
All right. I mean, basically, my opinion, man, I can't judge that brother on what he reason gave for whatever he gave it. That's him. You know, I just can't. It's hard for me to speak on that because people do things for their own reason. Same thing, you know, and he has an answer for that. I can't. I don't really know. You know what I'm saying? I probably would have done. I really didn't see the whole thing, but just the mannerism that he had when I seen him, it's obvious he felt strong in what he was saying. I don't know if he's disrespectful to anybody, anything of that nature, but you know,
No, he wasn't. He wasn't. He wasn't.
did the same thing. Yeah, I can't do
Just said,
nothing but.
he just said, he said, I can't do this. He said, I ain't signed up for this. Like, that's what I got.
Can't do nothing but respect.
I ain't signed up to talk to him.
Well, now you know you're talking to the wrong one when you start talking about trying to be discriminatory because of just who I am. Period. But my thing is, you know, I can't. I'm a man of God. I'm just gonna pray for them. If you're a man of God, then it tells you that you're supposed to love your neighbor. Ain't that correct? You're not supposed to judge anybody because who is supposed to judge but God Himself? Am I not correct? So if you are such a man of God, then who the hell are you to sit in judgment of anybody else? Oh, well, I can't do this because I'm a man of God. Really? You don't sound like one to me because God says to love your neighbor.
Okay, this is the thing. This is my debate to what you just said. You brought up the word judgment. Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, what I'm about
You
to say.
looking down your nose at somebody, that's judgment.
Can I finish my conversation?
Go ahead.
You said the word judgment as if judgment is not something that a believer has to look at, because we talk about the judgment of God. If we talk about the 10 Commandments, now there is no commandment that says anything about sleeping with the same sex, but there are references in the Bible that says that it should not be one of what is considered a godly trait. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, what is your response to that in his role in saying, listen, this is what I believe. This is what I'm saying. He came to a show and did not know what was about to happen. It's not like he came to a show and was like, okay, I'm about to go out here and try to embarrass other people from a different lifestyle. He felt uncomfortable in a setting that was not his world. So, is there any settings that you feel that ain't for me, and you just walk away and say, listen, that ain't me? And are you wrong for saying that?
I am a poly switch. And nowhere, in no particular point in time, no across the board. It says, love thy neighbor. If you can't love me for who I am, regardless of what it is, don't tell me, oh, I'm a godly man, when God said that you're supposed to love your neighbor.
But I didn't hear him say he hated them at all. I didn't hear
him say he hated them. But he couldn't deal with them. He couldn't deal with them. He didn't want to be bothered with them. That's just like some white person being like, oh, I'm going to pray for you, but because your skin is brown or yellow or red, I don't want to have nothing to do with you.
Okay, let me ask you this question.
Bias across the board.
Everybody on the show is black, right? Everybody on this show is black, right? Let's just say somebody said, well, come on the show, and you had no idea what the show was about, but you got on the show and it was a bunch of racists that could not stand you. Would you sit there and be a part of the show, or would you walk away?
Oh, honey, I'm gonna have a field day. You know me.
Okay. I'm gonna go through the
You
whole
know
panel.
me, I'm gonna have a
I'm
field
gonna go
day.
through the whole, I just want to go through the whole panel. Yes or no? Eric, would you stay or would you go?
Stay.
Would you stay for that? Would you stay in a setting where you came to a show, you did not know what it was about, and you had a bunch of racists that were getting ready to attack you? Would you sit there and say, "Well, I'm gonna do the show," or would you make the decision to leave? Which one would you do?
In that instance, I would leave because it's like, why invite drama? Why invite negativity when you know what's getting ready to come at you?
Okay.
Now, if it was a situation to where, you know, like how we used to have like with the old Geraldo shows where we were all like, hey, we got races against people, and we just want to hear each other's perspective on why we feel the way we do. Now I'd probably be more open to that. But when I know I'm coming into it, I know you coming, I already know there's no open mind of conversation, there's no whatever.
If you're walking into it blind,
yeah. Oh, I walk into it blind. Yeah, I probably have to leave. Yeah. I probably
okay.
have to leave.
Let me go. Let me bounce to the panel. Hold on. Let me ask him. Would you stay or would you leave?
If I'm in the thing with racists, I'm staying. See, I don't. These are two different. This is apples and oranges. The situation that you're looking at. These are apples and oranges.
Thank you.
Racists don't bother me. Neither do transgender, but I understand what the guy's situation was.
But it bothers him though. Like, this is the thing. It does not bother you. It does not bother Maseko, but it bothered him. He didn't listen to what I'm saying. He didn't come off aggressive. He didn't shit on them. Like, cause some people would have been in that situation and been like, "No, fuck that. These motherfuckers gay and blah 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 blah." He just said, "No, I'm a man of God." That's exactly what he said. He said, "No, I'm a man of God. I can't do this." And that's all he really said.
I understand completely what he said because I was and taught Sunday school, so I know exactly what he's talking about. He's talking about Leviticus 18 and 22.
Okay.
And being a man of God, he's holding himself to that.
Accountable.
Now, he's holding himself accountable to that and looking at that particular thing in the Bible. And he said he can't do that. He cannot subject himself to that surrounding. That type of thing is not for everybody. Everybody's not comfortable in that situation. And he wasn't comfortable. Clearly, he wasn't comfortable. He said, first off, don't touch me. Second, he stood there as long as he could. He looked over. He's like, no, I can't do this. So
he tried. He did try for a second.
Yeah, he removed himself. But then the key thing that he said, I love everybody. I'm just going to pray for them. Now, some people think that certain lifestyles that you can pray a person through it and clear them up or whatever the case may be and a cure them out of wherever. I don't know. But that's where he was mentally with that. So I can't judge him for what he does and how he feels. But at the end of the day, if there is such a thing as you say is a God, is a whatever, and we all have to go before him or her on Judgment Day, whatever we do in our life, we got to account for it. I can't say, well, Note made me. I can't say Rush made me. I can't say Maseko made me. It's me. Whatever I do is me. I came in this world alone. I'm going to leave alone. And whatever I got to account for, it's me alone. So whatever people do in their life, they got to account for it.
Okay, who?
I can't judge them about whatever.
Did I hit everybody? Did I get everybody's opinion? I want to make sure because I want to come back to Maseko.
You haven't talked to our guest.
Okay, come on. Read the comment.
No, I'm saying our guests.
Read the comments.
I don't see no comments.
Yeah, they are.
Well, I don't see them.
But we're gonna keep it moving. So
okay. So my thing is this. When you say racist, you said you walk into a room full of racists, this and then the other. When you talk walking into a room full of racists, you are talking about a situation that has the potential to be life and death. That is a totally different situation. Although I'm still that idiot, I'm going to stay, and I'm going to stand my ground.
Okay.
But however, when you say racist, you're talking about people who absolutely positively hate you and your existence because of the color of your skin. That is a life-threatening situation.
Okay.
They wasn't threatening his life. They just
Well,
made
no,
his skin raw.
no. It's not about threatening his life. It's about being in a situation, whether you agree with it or you don't. Like that's what it falls down to.
Well, I can
Like
give you a scenario.
hold on, let me finish. Even in the conversation, hold on, let me finish. Even in the conversation of lifestyle and anything that is all about what you decide, not the person that you're meeting decides. Now, if you meet somebody that can correlate with what you do, then that's a connection. But you could live a particular lifestyle that I don't live. Do not like you, don't respect you, but I just don't ride with what you do. Like, think about it. I'm smoking a cigarette right now. I meet women that say, yo, I don't want to fuck with a nigga that smokes at all. But guess what? I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Because I do what I do. I'm not, you feel what I'm saying? So guess what? Am I wrong because I have a different disposition than you do? And I feel like in his position, he was not disrespectful. He just said, no, that ain't something that I can do. Come on, talk to me, Seiko.
If he was just like, "Ooh, I'm gonna need him to stop playing with his locks up there." Anyway, but he was just sitting there going, "I can't do this." Again, my whole thing is, you're a man of God. Okay, I'm a man of God, so I have to sit in judgment on these other people. Yeah, no, I'm not feeling that. However, you're in a situation where it's just like, I can't do this. I can't get down with what you're doing. It's all good. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not dating a man who smokes. I don't like men who smoke cigarettes. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, that's the choice that you make. He made his choice to not be in that particular situation. It is what it is. Made your choice. However, don't try to justify that by using the bullshit label of religion.
No, I don't think that that's what he was doing because he never listen. I would say that if he came at them and he was dissing them under the names of religion, he never dissed anybody. He just said this does not coincide with what I believe.
I'm gonna pray for those people. Those people.
Well,
Those
guess
people.
what? Guess what? Anybody that's not what you are those people in some shape or form. Like we ain't gonna get derogatory with it, but guess what? If you think different than I do, you're those people. You think different than I do.
Okay.
Those people think different. Listen, guess what? In a regular conversation, if I say, "Oh man, those people think different than we do," and we were just talking about like, how we want to design a house. Those people want to design the house different than we do. You don't look at that and say, "Oh, you don't use the word those people." And that's what I'm saying. I don't think he was using those people in a derogatory fashion because his whole demeanor was not derogatory. He just said, "I don't agree with that." All right, we're about to go to our next clip. Yeah, this is what we're gonna do.
Can I speak on the topic? I didn't get you.
Oh, my fault, bro. I did not know that I missed you. Come on.
Before you go, I just want to point out one thing that I think everybody on the panel missed. What do you think that man was?
He was about 60 to 70.
About 60, 75 something.
Yes.
So understand. Let's go back to something I said. I don't remember if it was earlier on this show or if it was on the other show. We are programmed and he is nowhere near. Now, instead of races, we be in that same situation. Because the racist shit, I'm going to stay. And because I'm comfortable with who I am, I would have stayed in that situation. But you can't get mad at somebody who does bother them, especially when they grounded something that has been instilled in them the time they probably was for most of us. That 70 years old, the chances of him being almost understand and accept that probably 30% to 70% before he leaves this earth. It's gonna change that man on that hands. And I ain't mad at him.
I just feel like this, y'all. He was more concerned about his position than his relation. What I mean by that is that he's saying he's a man of God. But the first thing out of his mouth was, I'm a man of the church. So I'm more concerned about what other people are going to think than actually being who I say I am. Because he contradicted himself at the same time.
I don't agree.
In this point, no. From this point of view of this, he says, I am a man of the church. Okay? And if I'm saying that I'm a man of the church, who I'm saying is that I represent a God of love and acceptance.
Listen, what I'm about to say to you. Listen, what I'm about to say to you. And Note just said this. Look at his age bracket.
I was about to get to that. Yes.
Oh, listen what I'm saying. His age bracket. I'm a come on, y'all know I deal with the church a lot. Y'all know everybody that knows me knows this. I'm telling you, I have seen a change overall in what we see in the church, the message that was preached.
Yes.
Because listen, what I'm telling you, that man is 70. So he grew up on this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. The wages of sin is death. Stuff we don't hear now. He grew up on a certain lineage and a certain type of preaching and gospel. But guess what? At the time that he learned that gospel, that was the gospel for everybody. What he's seeing now at 70 and walking into a show where he's thinking that he's just going into a regular show and had no clue that a bunch of transgender people or whatever that description was going to walk out on him and make him feel uncomfortable from the second that they walked out. He wasn't like dissing them, but you could see the difference in his belief system. Now, what is taught now and which is a different story than what we accepted 20 years ago. Even though they were in the church, listen what I'm saying. Even though they were in the church and the niggas that recorded most of the shit back in the day that we call great gospel songs, they were homosexuals. However, the way the church as a whole looked at it, you had maybe one or two people and you could identify who was a little bit different. Now when you go to church, it's a different thing. I'm telling you. I've been in, I play. And the first time I was ever shocked in a church is when I went to a concert, and I guarantee you the person, I won't even say their name, because they are a recording artist now and they have a song. If you are a gospel artist, you've heard this shit. But the first concert I ever went to them, I was fucked up because when I walked in, niggas was wearing makeup and eyeliner. And they had, remember Vogue? Back in the day, Madonna had Vogue. They had a section in the concert because this is when music became, they tried different shit. They went to a Vogue set. And then you see a bunch of men just in the church, just like, guess what? I got up and walked out. Because guess what? That was not for me. I've walked out of a church playing the instrument that I play sax, back in the day. And I still do. But I used to play sax for this one particular group, and we had a song called So Satisfied. And when I walked out of the building, one of the niggas said, I am so satisfied with the saxophone player. Now, guess what? That nigga just approached me in a way that I don't get down. Am I wrong for telling that nigga what I told him that night? Like, yo, bro, you just said, I don't give a fuck if you say that shit on your own to another nigga on the side where I don't hear it. Don't say that shit in front of me and think that shit gonna be cool. Because I don't get down like that. You don't even know me.
Right.
And you just approached me. So guess what? That's what that man just walked into. Oh, I don't know none of these motherfuckers. Whoa! I didn't come here for this. Because his belief system is so tight in what it is. If he would have known what it was before that, he would not have been there. I guarantee you that. So you have to take that in consideration when you walk into a situation and you know what it is, and then when you walk into a situation and you don't know what it is. Talk to me, Seiko.
It's like when you see interviews.
Okay.
Go ahead.
It's like when you see radio stations do interviews. They ask custom that when you do an interview with a A-list, I guess is what you want to call it. It's custom that you send them a list so that they can be okay and know what they're getting into before they answer anything you go ask.
Yep.
So when you spring something up on them, when you spring something up on somebody like you don't know you subject yourself to those things. Again, I was in a situation like that, but girl, we went working. We left to go on lunch. About 6 or 7 of us walking to a bar, and it's a gay bar. I didn't trip, but I looked, and I'm like, oh wait. What I did was I just grabbed my girl and pulled her a little closer, like, hey, ooh. A gay dude walk over to me and say, hey man, you can let her go. You can trust and believe. They know if you're straight or if you're gay. They know.
So what they did is this. Put this in here.
Okay. My fault. I didn't mean to do that. My fault. I was getting the next clip ready. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Big note?
You lost it.
Okay. All right, Queenie, talk to me.
You know, you were saying how things have changed since the time that man came into, to his ripe old age. The Bible hasn't changed. God hasn't changed. People have.
Yeah, times
I want to say people have. And people have in some ways accepted things that were not accepted prior. And I had a real issue because I have a few friends who are gay, full-fledged gay, no, back and forth, none of that, who are gay. And we used to have some in-depth conversations about being gay. And most of them were males at the time. I didn't know the females, friends that I had who were gay or lesbian. Hell, I don't know what to call it now. Shit, because they keep changing it. But anyway. And I had real issue with my male friends getting close to my nephews. And it wasn't that I was what you would call judging them, but at the same time, I knew some of their stories and how things transpire for them. Because at one point I didn't understand. I was like, how could you be gay? What caused this? What is this? And I'm thinking it was something that happened. So I didn't know until I started asking questions, listening, and trying to understand. Well, with that older gentleman, he has went through a time period in a frame where, hey, you can't do this. This is against God. You cannot, all of that. And he stuck to that, to his belief. And for me to say that that man's belief is incorrect would be wrong of me. Because now I'm judging him who he is and what he believes in. And if he stands on what he believes in, that's his loyalty. Because I can be loyal to a damn.
It's all about.
Yeah, I mean, I can be loyal to a damn light bulb. His loyalty is to his God. Now, do we know who that is? No, none of us do. Because it could be a female, it could be a male, it could be a damn the sun. We don't know. But I can't get mad at him for feeling the way that he feels. I can't get upset at nobody for feeling the way that they feel. Again, I'm gonna say, in this world, yeah, we may have many associates, we may have many of friends, we may have many people who we say we love, but when at the end of the day, we go alone. So if there is a judgment, you're going to stand there by yourself. And
Disturbing video has emerged of the moment.
I am so sorry. I got a new computer, so the touch sensitivity is so fucking crazy. So when I be getting ready to load the next clip,
stop mashing buttons.
keep talking, keep going. Go ahead.
But like I said, at the end of the day, you're going to deal with whatever you've done by yourself. So if it comes down to the point where if I believe in God, Jesus, Mohammed, whoever, and it gets to that point where I get to the judgment gate or wherever, and if I find out that they don't exist, that's on me. But if I get to the gate and find out they do exist, that's still on me.
You know what I just thought about? Have y'all ever heard the phrase, a man that believes in nothing? Y'all know the rest of that?
Say that again.
A man that believes in nothing.
What is it?
He believes in nothing.
Right.
We'll have nothing.
Like, if you think about it, but if you believe in something, we all believe in certain things. If you listen to tonight's show, we talked about, the men talked about whether a woman should be dirty or, that's a belief. Whether you polyamorous, that's a belief.
I keep thinking I'm poly.
I'm not
I
going
ain't figured it out yet.
I'm not going to even start that shit with you. But listen to what I'm saying. It's a belief.
Maybe it's the word.
Now, this is the crazy part. With this particular clip dealt with religion. Some of us believe bullshit, and it has nothing to do with faith. It has nothing to do with growth. It just has to do with, some people believe in bullshit. Like, if you think about what I'm telling you, have you ever watched a documentary about somebody that did some extreme shit, but you sat there and listened to what their belief system was, and they actually believed it?
Mm-hmm.
And you looked at it and said, that shit's crazy. But that motherfucker believed it.
You can look at what's going on now with the insurrection from January 6th. Them crazy I'm sorry.
Yeah, listen, I'm telling you, that's a belief system. It's a belief
system. The power of belief is very powerful.
So guess what? We laugh and we joke when we watch little videos about racists and the Karens and all that shit. But if you think about it, they believe that shit.
They believe it.
It's scary to think so many people think in certain ways.
Like, some people believe that you don't deserve to be even anywhere near their space. You don't deserve to live on that block. You don't deserve to work in the environment that you work in. They believe that shit. So again, with that clip that we watched, he believed what he was talking about. The next clip I'm about to get into is a little bit different. Okay. I played this on the clip earlier, on the show earlier. And I want to see what Kim got to say about this.
Well, there's an interview you did in March.
I'm sorry.
I know. Look at yourself. Y'all want her? Huh? You want her? Fucking ass eater. Look at the ass eater. Look at the fucking ass eater. Look at the fucking ass eater. You a cost. You look, motherfucker. It just takes some caustics. They in this motherfucker drinking. You an ass eater. You what Nicki Minaj say? Ass eater. Look at you. The best ass eater. The best ass eater. The best ass eater. You think I'm a leader? You think I'm a lead the best ass eater? Now I'm lame as fuck because I told everybody you ate my ass. Now what? The cat out the bag. The cat out the bag. Now. Look. I don't pay my half of the rent and I still get my ass ate. What's up? What's up? Who Clarence only got his half of the rent? Who only got his ass? Who? What's up? Now what? So the nigga that was at my crib, nigga, you ate my ass too. No homo. What's up, nigga? Hey, whatever. I ain't embarrassed. I ain't embarrassed about shit. If you ain't never got your ass ate, nigga, you can't fucking judge me. You can't never go to fucking judge me, nigga. Whoa, you zesty and her breath stink. But I don't give a fuck. I'm zesty because I let my girlfriend eat my ass? How about you funny as hell, gang? Man, we can't forget about that fake crying shit. Exactly, yeah, I was fake crying. Cause y'all thought I was really hurt about a motherfucker that ate my ass? Cheating on me.
This nigga said I was fake crying. Now, this... Kim, talk to me.
Who I had to swallow more time.
Don't swallow too much on the show. This is a PG show.
You know what? Ladies, let me talk to y'all. If you watching, don't look at this show. If you ever deal with a man like that, you need your ass whooped. He's lame as hell. First off, you're going to tell what goes on in your bedroom. If I ever decided to do something like that, and the man said that to me, and I'm sitting in the room with him, I'm going to split his wig. For one, you disrespectful. Now, then he said, how do you I didn't have my half of the rent. Girl, you played yourself. Because he wouldn't be sitting up at my house. Half of the rent. Okay.
No, he said no. He said I ain't even.
You didn't hear how he got. You didn't hear how he got.
He ain't paying no rent.
He said
I ain't even paying no rent.
He said I ain't paying shit.
No, the first time he said I didn't have my half. So therefore, that lets me know he ain't paying nothing. So now
he said
you
that
sitting
shit.
up in there. Now you disrespecting her.
I know, but I thought he said he let the nigga eat his ass to get me. That's how the nigga came over to eat his ass to get the other.
No. The dude that was in the house.
Is that he said?
No,
this
dude came
is
to the house and was with his woman. Mm-hmm. So if he kissed her, he's an ass eater too. That's what he was saying.
That's what he was saying. Yeah, that's what he said. He said, the nigga
he's okay with her doing whatever
I didn't
doing.
Hear
yeah,
that
he was saying,
because then he said,
his thing was he wasn't leaving. He ain't going nowhere.
He said no homo.
No, what he was saying. No, that's not what he said. Bro, listen.
That back.
I promise. I'll run it back right now. I ain't fucking. All right, we're gonna run it right. No, I'm telling you, bro. He said, like she. Hey, I'm gonna run it back because this nigga ain't.
I know. Look at yourself. Y'all want her? Huh? You want her? Fucking ass eater. Look at the ass eater. Look at the fucking ass eater. Look at the fucking ass eater. You a cost. You look, motherfucker. It just takes some caustics. They in this motherfucker drinking. You an ass eater. What would Nicki Minaj say? Ass eater. Look at you. The best ass eater. The best ass eater. The best ass eater. You think I'm a leader? You think I'm a lead the best ass eater? Now I'm lame as fuck because I told everybody you ate my ass. Now what? The cat out the bag. The cat out the bag. Now. Look. I don't pay my half of the rent and I still get my ass ate. What's up? What's up? Who only got his half of the rent? Who only got his ass? Who? What's up? Now what? So the nigga that was at my crib, nigga, you ate my ass too. No homo. What's up, nigga? Hey, whatever. I ain't embarrassed. I ain't embarrassed about shit. If you ain't never got your ass ate, nigga, you can't fucking judge me. You can't never go to fucking judge me, nigga. Whoa, you zesty and her breath stink. But I don't give a fuck. I'm zesty because I let my girlfriend eat my ass. How about you funny as hell, gang? Man, we can't forget about that fake crying shit. Well, exactly, yeah, I was fake crying. Cause y'all thought I was really hurt about a motherfucker that ate my ass? Cheating on me? Shit, fuck out of here.
Okay, now that you here, bro.
That's minutes that I can ever back in my life.
So he said, he wasn't paying. Like, this is the clarification because I was listening for clarification for what we were talking about. He's not paying any bills, and he was like talking to the nigga saying, "Yo, yeah, that nigga eat my ass too because you eat my, like every time you kiss that, that old phrase. Every time you kiss that motherfucker, he sucking my dick. Like that's what he was saying. Now talk to me, bro.
I don't know.
This nigga got a look on his face.
I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. That nigga got to talk about no homo type shit. If that's between, what are you talking about, nigga? Yeah,
that's how these niggas
talk. Yeah, I ain't. No, man, he let that nigga eat his ass, bro. I'm telling you. That nigga gay. He up all the way around anyway. So I'm just saying. His ass ate. He said, because if you ain't never got your ass ate, don't judge me. Nigga, get your gay ass out of here. I mean,
no, this is what he was saying. He was saying she eats his ass, bro. That's what he was saying.
I know that,
like, he was throwing her.
I'm not.
Okay, so I'm like, listen, your ass going crazy. We can't.
I'm not arguing with that, bro. I heard all that, but I heard that nigga say that nigga.
Okay, do y'all see the comments popping in?
Read the comments. Hold on, let him read. No, I'm not dealing with you, bro. Stop it. Read the comments, Kim.
Okay, I'm gonna start off with you. The Lion King said this ninja. The next one is BAN. We all know that means bitch ass nigga. And then you talking about the people said I never said that. No. And then it says suspect. And then we have Shantae Ryan Woodson. What did I just step in here on? Shantae, a female.
Shanice.
I'm sorry, Shanice. A female was.
Whatever he did is his business. But I think the nigga said he let the nigga eat his ass. I just.
Stop it. When you let her explain the fucking conversation, bro, stop it. Bro, stop.
No, that's not what he said.
No, listen to the nigga. He's finna cut off that way. You can tell by his laugh.
He has some good.
You can tell you all this bullshit right now.
He didn't have some good. No, Shanice, what happened was there was a clip that was played, and a young man was on there saying how his woman was an ass eater, and she was the best at it. And it just kind of, he put her on blast and told their bedroom secrets. He also said that the guy that was in the home was an ass eater too, no homo.
Now he said the guy that was cheating with her.
We're debating whether or not he had a man eat his
gotta stress
or
no homo for being
down, cease and desist.
Why you gotta say no homo if he ain't eating your ass? Come on, man. Y'all quit that, man. Quit that.
Let her finish, bro.
Okay, no, I
Y'all
think you
quit
read
that,
more
man.
into what he was saying,
No,
but you
let her
might be
finish.
right. You might be right because they might be
No
into that.
homo.
You know, they might be into it.
Bro, let her finish, bro. Stop it. Go ahead.
I'm good.
The
Nigga
debate
was getting
right
his
now
ass.
is if the guy actually had the other guy eat his ass, or if the guy cheated with his girl and kissed her or some form of fashion,
Y'all make this so
still eating ass in technical terms.
Y'all missed the whole clip. I want to hear from Eric. I'm gonna just let y'all niggas. I'm gonna tell y'all what the fuck happened. Y'all acting like y'all didn't see it, but no, sit the fuck back. Eric, come on.
That's a few minutes and seconds that I can never ever get back in my life. This is he is why people buy condoms. This is what happens when the condom break. Ignorant motherfuckers like him is born. And you see his Similac sucking ass is up here talking shit. First of all, dumbass, you sitting up here telling everybody about what you and your girl do. You ain't embarrassing her, you're embarrassing you. I'm just like, dude, you come on now, but that's his thing. That's what he like,
No.
But yeah, when you got to say do follow it like this, when you confident in who you are and what you do not ever have to say the word no homo. What you trying to say it for, dude? Because on one end you saying I'm proud of what I'm doing, but I gotta say no homo like I got something to hide. Ain't you supposed to be calling her out?
Let me tell y'all something.
Come on, man. Thank you.
We're about to have two different conversations. I want to start it off with the no homo conversation.
Hold on, can we throw in Shanice's comment?
Hold on. Let me finish this. This whole conversation of no homo shit, this is a new generation of conversation. These niggas say that shit like it's nothing.
Right.
Like no shit. Like I watch battle rap, he says little bullshit and no homo all the fucking time. This is a part of, we don't understand it because we're older motherfuckers. Understand that right now. If you watch that shit and heard his lingo, do not get twisted by his lingo. Now, this is the point that I want to get to. That nigga was hurt. He was hurt by the fact that she was fucking another nigga. He was, listen, let me finish. He was in his emotions. Listen, that's what led him to grab the phone and go live because he wanted to embarrass her because he was hurt. He wasn't even thinking about this. Listen, regardless of whether he liked his ass ate or not, he wasn't even thinking about the shit he was saying because he was in such a state of being hurt and lashing out. I'm telling you.
Between that and no girl with the hair.
Listen, there is no difference.
Okay.
There is no difference.
Okay.
I say this I promise you, bro, and I'm not saying this to you to say anything crazy to you, but no, have I said this time and time again on the show? I got a different thought process when it comes to the shit that we talk about.
Right.
I do. Because guess what? I'm going to say some shit that the average nigga that's watching this show and the nigga that's on the top, I put him on the side of me. He completely disagrees with me in this aspect.
Yep, because that nigga like getting his ass ate.
Can I finish my comment?
We disagree on that.
Bro, listen, I'm about to finish. Can I finish?
Disagree on that,
bro, can I finish my comment, bro? Can I finish my comment, bro? Because you've been around.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
I'm telling, bro. Listen. I'm asking you this because you've been around. You know how the fuck I get in. I'm just a freaky nigga. And I learned, guess what? Where the G spot is on a man is in a different spot for a woman. So the first time that it ever happened to me, guess what? Bro, I was running. I was like, bitch, what is you doing? Like, no. But then once I found out that that's where my natural body response will go nuts on, it became a different conversation to me. You know me,
so
bro.
it got personal for
Hey,
you.
Russ.
So it got personal for you.
Nigga, you can't embarrass me. Yeah, it got real personal to me, nigga. It got real personal to me, nigga.
So what you saying is you're defending the fact that just because you didn't have your ass ate and he wouldn't.
No,
that's what I'm saying.
No, that's not what I said, bro. That's not what I said, bro.
If that,
bro, I have never once said that. Bro, whoa. I never once said that I agreed with this nigga at all. I've been talking through the whole fucking clip talking about the dude been tripping. So I have never once said at all, I don't see how anyone on this show can take the impression that I said that I agreed with this nigga under any aspect. What I said was,
you agree with the fact
can I finish my conversation, bro? You can rebut me after I get through talking, bro. Because guess what? You can say what the fuck you say, but it still ain't gonna change what the fuck I feel. It's not. It's not gonna change shit. No, I'm not. Listen, what I'm saying
about proving my point. You're proving my point even more. You proving my point even more about what I did. That's what I'm saying. You did the fact that, and you went immediately and starting about your experience. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying there was nothing wrong with it. What I'm saying is what I heard was that nigga said, and to the nigga that's in the house, you eat my ass too. No homo. Woo. That's all.
Not what he said.
And you said
Listen. No, bro. Listen. I'm gonna ask everybody else on the show. Listen, I'm gonna ask everybody else on the show. I'm not gonna ask what you heard, bro. I'm gonna ask everybody else on the show. Did you hear him say that, Kim? Did you hear him say that at all? Did you hear him say that? Did you hear him say that another nigga was eating his ass? Did you hear him say that at all? He said that
the nigga in the house that came to his house.
He said that he was being on some bullshit. Said that when you fucking kissing this nigga, he eating my ass. He was on some bullshit. He was not saying that the nigga is eating his ass, bro. I'm telling you, I played the clip twice. I'm gonna go through everybody.
Okay, let's go. We can go past it.
I'm gonna go through everybody else.
We can go past it because
bro, let me go. Bro, let me ask
disagree.
Bro, let me go through everybody else on the panel and ask them what they heard. I'm going to E. What did you hear him say? And in perspective to what you hear me and no arguing about, what did you hear him say?
Gentlemen, I understand where you both coming from. If I'm just listening to it, that sounds crazy. When you hear him saying, when you first hear it and you don't put it in context, all you hear is, yes, him talking about somebody eating his ass, because it's like he's calling out this other dude like, yeah, nigga, you know what happened, you know what I'm saying, but I'm proud of mine, I'm claiming my shit, you know what I'm saying? But in the context of like what you're saying is that, yeah, he was just saying that, look, when you kiss my bitch, basically, excuse me, that when you kiss my bitch, then you was kissing me. You know what I'm saying?
That's what he was saying, bro.
So, but I understand what he's saying though, because if you just listening to this, okay.
No, this is what I'm saying. No, this is not about I don't want to get off into if you just listen. I'm asking you what did he say?
Mm-hmm.
Not no other shit. What did he say?
Yeah.
Masako, talk to him. Did you watch the clip? First of all, answer the question. Answer the question. Hold on. Don't go off of scale. Did he say? Whoa. Listen. Stop laughing, bro, because it's coming through the speakers. Did he say that the nigga was eating his ass, or did he say that the nigga, every time he kisses that bitch, is eating.
Okay, so that was my understanding. Whenever he was kissing old girl, then he was eating his ass. That was my understanding.
So no, I'm telling you, you are 4-1. You are the only person that heard that shit and said that he was fucking with the other nigga, bro.
And guess what, bro? And guess what, bro? And this is what I'm gonna say to you. All one. I heard what I heard. That's all I'm saying. I wouldn't disagree with Wade. He even talked gay. He said the nigga. He said something about getting his ass ate and no homo. So I don't care. That's all I'm saying. I heard the nigga said his ass ate and that nigga in the house and fuck that nigga. He said.
This nigga
I was trying to tell you,
shit,
bro. It don't matter.
But see, listen, bro. This is what I be saying to you, bro. No, this is what I be saying to you. In real conversation, bro. And in certain aspects, you have to listen to what a motherfucker is saying and not just hear certain shit and be like, fuck it, I heard that part and I'm cutting it off. Because guess what? You can be completely wrong by what that by your thought process because you're turned off by what you heard. Because you're no longer listening to what the motherfucker said, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and I've been in situations like that. I've been in relationships where I've been so in my fucking thought process that I didn't hear what the fuck the woman was saying to me at all. But later
Dr.
in life,
Rush,
I'm like,
what's next? It's not that deep, bro.
No,
Bro, it's not that deep. You don't have to psychoanalyze.
Bro, this is not critiquing.
I'm just saying, bro. You going on that, bro? That's not even necessary.
No, bro.
None of that is even necessary, bro.
Bro,
That's all I'm saying.
Bro, this is no. No, you know why I feel you talking this way, bro? And in all respect, you know why I feel you talking this way? Because you are the person that disagrees with what everybody else heard. Like, this is not a disagreement about what we feel personally. It's about what we heard.
Bro,
what the man actually said.
Yeah, you keep saying it over and over again, and I'm saying, okay, bro, we can agree, but you keep trying to make me hear something or do something here.
No,
why are we going to be rebutting on this over and over? Now you analyzing me. Now you trying to analyze me, telling me, bro, sometimes you have to sit back. All that shit ain't necessary, bro. We talking about, I heard.
If I was disagreeing with Kim, right now, bro, that would be a whole fucking.
Okay.
Hey, I have a question.
Come on, Queen.
Do I have enough hair to pull from the back?
You got enough to I don't know. You can. Cause you know your shit is like it's Afro shit, so it's like it's sort of crinkled up. So it might be some more hair in that motherfucker than you actually think. So you might be able to tweet it a little bit and yank it a little motherfucker.
I'm gonna have to pick it out. I want it pulled from the back. Okay, I'm just asking a question.
Come on, Franco, because you came back into the show for a reason. Come on.
I was saying to have me back into the show, and then the conversation got strange, and I was just like, never mind. Listen, at the end of the day, like you said, he was all in his feelings. He did some shit that, you know, once it was all said and done, he was like, oh shit, I shouldn't have done that. Because one, now you got people looking at you crazy. Two, bruh, you really expect her to just be like, oh, it's okay after that? Nah, that's like chick who washed out dude's life.
Thank you. That's what I was saying.
It's a done deal. So, you know, count your losses. And the way dude was talking, I mean, it was her spot anyway. And so you was just there. And now your ass ain't about to be there. So it's what it is.
Disrespectful ass.
Yeah, nope. No. But yeah, it's the same scenario. It's the same scenario as chick that washed out the locks. You know, it's You did it in that moment, and then you weren't thinking about it. So now that you had a chance to think about it, it's like, oh shit, what did I do? Yeah, it's too late now. Put your business, her business. You still made yourself look like a damn fool. So yeah, it is what it is.
Only difference between that video and old girl is he didn't do a recap and say I feel, because guess what? He may actually still feel the same way.
Yeah.
He may be stuck in his thought process and be like, fuck what everybody talking about and blah 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 blah. But
what he don't realize is now he could have all kind of people coming at her.
But we living in a different world. We living in a different world though, bro. Listen, this is the thing. Somebody gonna watch that shit and be like, hit that nigga up. Like, guess what? To every
they gonna hit her up too.
No. But I'm talking about him. I'm talking about him in particular, because he's the one that filmed the shit. She didn't film that shit. She didn't. He's the one that went with that shit. So guess what? On the same reaction that some people will look at that shit and be like, "This nigga's a nut." In this day and time, I guarantee you, some bitch can hit him up and ready to go.
Right.
Yeah, and some dude didn't hit a girl up, ready to go.
And you feel what I'm saying? And each one of them motherfuckers disagree with every motherfucker that's on this show right now.
And he might be mad because the next dude gonna pay his whole portion of the rent and some other stuff, and he might be ousted.
There ain't no might be to that. That was a done deal, bro.
Yeah, the best booty eater then went on to the next.
We back to paying that rent.
Right.
Yeah, you act different when a nigga eating that ass and he paying that rent. But that's a different conversation and for a different show. Hallelujah. Let God be praised. I'm done. No. Give your last words. We're gonna run through the last words. We're gonna go no. Gonna go Big Queenie. Then we're gonna go Seiko, and then we're gonna end out with our very special guest. I appreciate you for calling in tonight, bro. I appreciate you, Big Eric. Let's go.
Listen, he looked like, what the hell am I doing?
Poor Eric.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you for joining us tonight.
I told that nigga earlier, I said, bro, I got a different type of skin. I cuss these niggas out and go dead ass with their ass. But
this is comical.
We love each other, but we fight all the time.
Yes, I see. Oh my God.
Come on, Eric, talk to us.
Well, you know what? I think it's really comical. It really is, because it's like on one end you looking at it, it's like, dude, come on now. Now you out here telling everybody what your woman do, and then gonna get further butthurt, literally, maybe the way he's talking. If somebody else is hitting her up, now you ain't embarrassed her, you just made her popular. And it's just like we all saying, there's a different mentality, but certain things just remain the same. If you hurt somebody and break their heart, somebody gonna come along and do the same thing. You gonna hurt just as much as you did that person. He's sitting out here putting her business out there, whatever. Now he's also not knowing he's gonna put himself in a bad position. So it's just a very interesting video, and I hope we don't never have to look at that ever again. Oh my God, no.
I'm gonna find words for next week, Neil. Fuck you.
I'm sure. Yes. Yes, to
go talk to Big No.
Man, they toxic as fuck. They gonna get back together. They gonna get back together and turn their ass ate, and they gonna fuck their toxic and the type of dumb shit they do. They both don't know what the fuck they need to be doing right now, other than expose each other. So they're the toxic bullshit. She wasn't. They back. It's truly sad to look at.
She jumped up, said, "I eat that ass." She jumped up like, nigga. Yeah. Big Kim.
Ladies, don't accept disrespect on any level. If you with a man and he can't respect you inside your own home or outside your own home, you don't need him. Know your worth. Understand that you bring more to the table than what he has defined you as. Love yourself above all other things. And if you have to, get you an older guy because he'll teach you a couple things. Mwah. Just OG knowledge and wisdom.
Don't come fucking with no old niggas if you on some crazy shit. Come on, talk to me, Seiko.
Listen,
Ain't nobody ask you nothing, bro.
I'm gonna tell you, I just read 2 memes that both of them spoke to me. The first one said, "God did not make me emotionally stable because then I would be too powerful." And the second one then says, "You got to build with somebody who wants it as bad as you do, or build by yourself."
Yes.
At the end of the day, you gotta have my back. I gotta have yours. If we ain't got that, we ain't got shit. We don't need to be here together.
Yeah. At the end of the day, we had a great debate, different opinions, and that's what the whole show is about. We will never fucking tune into this show and see niggas agree. That was the whole purpose of the show. However, what the fuck was that? But at the end of the day, at least, even if you have a different opinion and outlook about what you want to do in your own personal life, at least know what you're doing, and at least have confidence, respect, knowledge of what you're doing. If you're doing that, even if it's not my cup of tea, do your thing. You feel me? Because I ain't got no heaven and hell to put you in. I'll tell you you're going to hell, but I can't. That's not my final decision. We all have different belief systems, period. Some niggas like tall people. Some people like short people. Some people like thick people. Some people like, we had that conversation earlier. Could you date somebody that's thick? Guess what? Yeah, I could. Kevin Samuels said something completely different. Did we agree or disagree on that, fellas, earlier?
Yeah.
So the perception of what you do, how you do it, is different for every last one of us. Every last one of us. But as long as you have respect, and you're not trying to harm anybody, do what you do. I can't tell you what to do. Me and Noda argue all day long about what the fuck he like and what I like, what he done and what I done. End of the day, that's still my nigga. So people have a good drink, smoke something good. Next week, we're going to talk about something else. What's love got to do with it? Yeah. Don't do that. Don't do that. I almost smacked you. I love you.